You look thicker in the trunk, your legs.
Oh, yeah.
Are you bigger?
Yeah, I'm at least like 11 pounds heavier than last year. And then like just maintaining that weight, like more muscle, less fat.
Was that a focus on lower body? I mean, from freshman year to now, you're a different person.
Oh yeah, I mean freshman year I came in here, season I was probably 160. So I'm about hovering around 190, 195 right now. So yeah, just those past 2 years of just eating a lot of food, drinking a lot of protein shakes, and then this year I can finally like eat the amount of calories I'm supposed to eat during the day, but make them lean and cut, and not have to just bulk on a bunch of muscle and fat.
I've always said that punt return may be the most difficult position on the field at any time because there's so many decisions that you have to make. Why is that a good fit for you? I mean, there's a lot of anxiety when that ball's coming at you.
Yeah, in high school, whenever I first started doing it my freshman year, I was like so nervous, and the lights at night makes it even worse. And I remember when I got out the first time, everything was going through my head before the punt, and then right when it punted, it was just like mind clear, just like peacefulness, and it's just like the ball's floating in there, and all you got to do is catch it. And the decision really is, it's really up to the front 10 to help me out. But if the gunners do their job and everybody on the punt return team does their job, then I can catch it and run. Or if somebody happens to slip through and I just got a fair catch, just make the decision and stick with it.
I think the first ball from Grayson was kind of an Australian kick where it's never going to spiral, it's going to bounce. How different is that when that's becoming more popular all over college in particular?
Yeah, those ones. I almost like those ones a little more because it's like a kickoff, and so I just am so used to catching kickoffs from high school and growing up that one's kind of like just a habitual motion where the ball's just end over end and you just know that it's going to hit and it's going to stick in your chest. The spiral ones, those aren't bad. When it's nose down, that's the easiest because you know it's going to float back with the wind to you. But whenever it's nose up and it's floating at you kind of like a knuckleball, those are the worst ones where you don't know if it's going to sink and drop or if it's just going to keep floating and take with the wind. But at least for the Aussie ones, I like those ones because it's just like a kickoff.
I never heard the ball hit your pads, which is part of the death of a returner. Don't make that noise. When did that become a priority for you? Because bad things happen when the ball gets too tight.
Oh, yeah. Coach Samuel works on it with us all the time. I mean, he wants us you want it to guide with your hands into your chest rather than let it smack off your chest back into your hands. And so with him and then Coach Jones before that, and then my high school coach, same thing, was just like catch the ball with your hands. Same thing as a receiver. You never want to catch it with your chest. You always want to catch it with the strongest part of your hands and make sure that you have a good grip on the ball.
Final thought from me, anyway, just the difference in depth with this team at wide receiver. Guys that catch the ball, Peterson, 5, I'm looking at him. Noah at tight end, there's all these guys. Terry may have a bigger role this year. How different is it? How talented is this group?
Yeah, not only the talent, but just the experience of where last year a lot of people questioned the wide receiver group in general of, our running backs are deep, our quarterback is good, tight ends are deep, what are we going to be in the receiver room? And last year we got to prove that, 1 through 6, all of us can play. And then this spring, everybody else on the back end has proven that they can play too. And so you guys are just getting to see that now where it's the maturity level of everyone getting older from being freshmen and sophomore to juniors and seniors where, we don't have to worry about does he know the play? Does he know what his role is in this formation? So, yeah.
Excellent.
Yep.
Luke, are they still drilling that exit path after the catch into your head? Is that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of things that we work on whenever we do, like if you see us do our rail drill, we'll like hook up and catch balls. What they're screaming at us is drop step, and that's just like if the quarterback places on your right side, you're drop stepping with your right foot to get straight up the field. Same thing on the left side. So it's really just like if you're running the curl, you kind of, once you are breaking down, you take that last picture of the defense that you see, and then the quarterback should guide you with the ball of where your exit path is.
I think the last time we talked to your position coach about that, he said everybody still has work to do on that.
Oh, yeah.
And then I think he also was asked, who's the best at it, and I think he probably said Luke thinks he's the best at it.
I wish I was, because then, I mean, hey, if I could get out and not get tackled anytime, that'd be a dream job right there.
Yeah, no doubt. And I wanted to ask, kind of tying to that, what does the extra bulk do for you? Because it seems like, to us thinking about it, it would probably be, well, if you get too big, too heavy, you're not as quick, especially in the slot and in those spaces like that. Is that a concern, or is this fitting right into what your plan is?
Yeah, no, I'm not worried at all. I'm running, during our winter program, I ran the fastest I've ever ran in my life, and I've hit my top speeds consistently, more consistently than I did before.
Okay.
And my body fat's lower than what it was the last 3 years. So mainly was just like, taking shots from linebackers and going in and getting blocks. Like, I'm not gonna feel that as much as I used to.
Are you noticing that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's plenty of times where, I'm blocking a linebacker and I'm thinking, I used to think I kind of have to brace this block and make sure that like I stick on it, and now it's kind of like I can either go for a kill shot, or I know I'm gonna move him off his plane to where they can run right behind me.
Nice.
What are those speeds that you got?
I think the fastest I've hit this year is around 21.3 miles an hour. So, but the years before I was like 20.7, 20.8. So just like 2 months ago, maybe last couple weeks of winter was when I hit those, and then I've hit like 20.8, 20.9 during this spring ball like 4 or 5 times.
How much does actually seeing those numbers help you?
It just helps me to realize that, all the hard work that I'm putting in the weight room and all the hard work that all of us are doing is showing up. Like, we did a heavy squat yesterday, and I squatted, like, we're using a safety bar, so it's not complete and total on your back, but like I squatted 425 pounds, and a year ago there was no way I would even think to put that on my back. So it's just things like that translate onto the the field when we're just running versus on the field when we're playing, where I have the confidence of, if I go up and catch this ball and somebody hits me on my legs, I feel strong enough to where I can still hit the ground and break the tackle rather than have to just fall.
How is Jalen